You know what I'm tired of? Fat people always blab in their opinion. And by fat people, I don't mean, you know, a person stepping on the scale and whoopsies, it's a little bit high today. No, I mean like problematically fat people. When I say fat, I'm talking about you're walking down a Walmart aisle and you see them as an obstacle. These people have to use scooters, motorized scooters with baskets on them, as if they weren't big enough. But now they have these scooters just to grocery shop. God, these poor scooters, man, they're only electric. We need like some diesel-powered scooters for these motherfuckers, bro. When I talk about fat, I mean you can't even climb the concrete stairs to your house, to your porch. That is how fat you are. You need assistance in doing so.
When I seen the stairs, I immediately knew I wasn't going to be able to go up them.
So I don't want some like slightly overweight people to moderately overweight people looking at this video and being like, oh, I hope he's not talking about me. I guarantee you I'm not. You would know if I'm talking about you. I'm talking about the bowling ball shaped ass bitches. If your stomach sticks out more than your titties, I am talking about you. If you are so big that it starts becoming inconveniencing for all the people around you, I am talking about you.
Kick that
Fat.
bitch off the plane!
If you wear a double D-sized bra cup, as a man, I am talking to you. I used to struggle with my belly. I not only thought it was unsightly and ugly, but I also considered it unhealthy. Part of body acceptance has been to understand what health really means. You know what health means to me? Not dying in the next 2 years due to heart failure or a clogged artery.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
It doesn't matter what your subjective viewpoint on health is if you're gonna die.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
People always are like, oh, it's just genetic, it's genetic. If it's genetic, then how come back in the 1950s, only 10% of US adults were classified as obese? This must be some kind of genetic mutation in the past 40 years then, huh? Unless you're talking about having a genetically addictive personality because you're addicted to gargling fucking Doritos on a 24-hour basis. This bitch is so big, they needed a U-Haul to move her. They must have really took my advice with the diesel-powered carts with this one. The Seattle Fat Con. These guys were restricted to the base floor of the convention center for obvious reasons.
The floor broke! The floor broke!
Happiest childless millennial on Earth. The funny part is, they're actually pregnant. Which one? Both of them.
What an absolutely gorgeous day to be fat and gay.
This is what I mean when I say problematically fat, because are they really hurting anybody? Yes. My eyeballs. They're burning.
I want to be a pretty girl.
Well, you're not a pretty girl, and you know it.
I want to be.
This is more of a society issue because we've convinced people that just putting makeup on just makes you pretty. Like, fat people are doing this. Some people that I don't know if I'm allowed to mention on here are doing this too. But I don't know who needs to hear this, but just putting on a bunch of makeup on your face doesn't, like, automatically make you pretty. You still look the same, just with a bunch of shit on your face. You ever just look at these people and just wonder, like, what do they actually eat all day? Like, it would be impossible for me to look like this unless I spent, like, $1,000 on food every month. Like, especially in this economy, how are you affording to live like this? I am the American dream. Oh, boy. The Europeans are gonna have a field day with this one. I hope you guys understand now at least why we need AR-15s and stuff, because if a zombie apocalypse breaks out, you really think a 9mm 10-round pistol is gonna take down this boomer? Oh my goodness, please tell me these niggas do not break the amusement park ride. Somehow they managed to surprise me even more, because their fat motherfucking asses should have anchored themselves down, but no, they of all people were the only ones to get flung around. How is it possible that they are so fat that they defied the laws of physics? Learn to draw fat, chubby, curvy, non-thin bodies or quit art. Now, you know, you gotta give them at least points for accuracy. This shit is hideous. I mean, this looks terrible, but maybe they were going for a more realistic approach. Well, I found an answer to my previous claim. I find this stat hard to believe. Just exported my DoorDash data to confirm, and I spent $25,000 last year just on that. How is anyone living on $40K a year? Well, I got an answer for you, bud. We eat under 3,000 calories a day. Blackjack dealer breaks chair. Well, I don't blame it.
Out of here, homie. Got a new dealer, new luck. Let's go. Bro, what the f- Nah.
They should have given it a resting period. You don't go for a max rep and then just hit another one right after it. Poor chair was repping 300 pounds right then, and then they went for another 300 pounds right after it. That's gotta be against the chair's warranty. So I actually went in and interviewed the chair to see what thoughts it had, and this is what it had to say. Yeah, them bitches be heavy as hell, man. I don't know what they expect me to do with 300-pound bitches sitting on me all day.
Let's make my water of the day. What flavors am I gonna choose today?
Have you ever tried drinking water without your wheel of goy slop? Like, you know you're about to hear some bullshit when you hear a guy say he's gonna make his water. You wanna know how I make my water? You take the water, put it in the cup, and you're done.
Lemonade packet. And I also want to do the pink Starburst packet today. So I'm going in first with the lemonade packet. Let's give that a little mixeroony. Lots of ice. We need it. Now to my second water bottle.
Like, you know how you ever just crave, like, just straight plain water, just a refreshing water? Do these people not get that?
I am going to do half of the pink Starburst packet. Let's get that shaken up here. So pink going right over the yellow.
This is diabetes speedrun. Like, there's genetic diabetes, and then there's this kind of diabetes from drinking this shit all day.
Let's make it happen. Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh yeah, I can tell by just looking. You know a lot about slow and steady. Winning races, though? Not so much.
Beautiful. That is so pretty. Now on top of all that, I'm going to do some cotton candy skinny syrup. So we have cotton candy, we have the pink Starburst going on. And
dude, at this point, just have the Diet Coke.
Of course, that lemonade. Get all those flavors combined. Let's see.
Big fruity drink for a big fruity nigga, bro. He is spitting facts. I was gonna say maybe seeing this many likes on a comment like that would be a wake-up call for you, but I'm sure this guy is used to big numbers. I don't think fat acceptance should be a thing. Fat people are human. However, I don't think that this should be socially acceptable. Promoting unhealthy lifestyles and encouraging other people to maintain their unhealthy lifestyles is detrimental. It's self-destructive. I know it wouldn't necessarily be easy for you to lose weight, but you gotta at least try. They say misery loves company, and that is very apparent in the fat acceptance community.
Today I've got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead. Join me on my Fat Positive radio show, which didn't last long because she died.
I know that's kind of a grim note to end the video on. However, this is not making fun of people that died. This is just showing you the harsh reality of your actions.